Hello everyone, it's Sammy here, and we are live. Finally, it took quite some time at Napoleon Shipwreck's Airtail Diner. So I wanted to start here for a couple of reasons. Firstly, is that it's really cool and I'd like you guys to see it because while I did make a video showing it off, I was kind of rushing that and this is like so cool. I'm so proud of how this came out. Secondly, is that it gives people some time to join, so I'm not just immediately starting, because this is a live stream and not a video, and I may cut the beginning off later, but as of right now, it is still very much here. And then also, I wanted you to see how these castle blocks works, because if you don't know, you can make custom houses and custom buildings in wizard101 using these castle blocks. And I also love the way that you can make these toilets using the night table and that's the night table and the dining table and the shelf from the balance pack, or that balance furniture pack that is. And what's funny is the house that we're going to be going to, my open space. This house has cost me nothing but trouble, by the way, but it's going to be worth it when it is done. So with this one, it's just a vacant lot and you build a house on it and you get extra space for castle blocks. With that one, I originally tried to do it as a no-buy challenge because a lot of people are doing no-buy. Here's where they try not to buy anything. They started political because people were so mad at Trump and they were like, oh, we're gonna hit him where it hurts in the economy. But it's like, it actually has some like valid health reasons for doing it. Like, people are so wrapped up in consumerism and they don't realize that they're buying a lot of stuff for the sake of buying it and not because they actually want it. So, with my open space that I'm going to show you in a moment, and this house I did buy a couple of things. They were both pretty much no-buy challenges, and I had tried to, well, I was going to make a video as a no-buy challenge in my open space. I did the whole thing without buying anything, and I realized almost immediately on that that was actually surprisingly easy since all these I already had. It could just be because I'm me and I'm a hoarder, and I used to have a furniture shop in wizard101, so I would hoard stuff on currently on my Empyrean airship. It's mostly just like stuff I hoard, so if I ever need anything, I can just go here and grab something. And so this was effortless, and what you're going to see at my other house was also effortless. You know what, there was one thing I forgot to do. I entered this house in a contest, and the rules of the contest said you couldn't use any castle magic. So I had to do the old style draw using these teleporters. And they work perfectly fine. You can go in with that one and go up with this one. Except they take up 2 item spots, and as you can see, I'm already at capacity. So I think I'm actually over capacity if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm over capacity because you can actually use these regal blocks to store castle wallpaper even if you don't use it, because it's saved inside of the wallpaper. Or it's saved inside of the castle block even if you don't use it. So I wanted to move that one teleporter over by the whale, and then I'm going to use castle magic to replace the door's functionality. So before we do that, we're going to need to go to, where's my nearest castle magic vendor? Probably here. Actually, no, I need to add one there. Probably here. I came in second in the contest, by the way, and I won 5 packs, so that was a pretty nice day for me. Especially because I just used stuff I already had. Like, I hardly bought anything for that. And I think a lot of the stuff I bought was just stuff I already had, but I needed more of, like plates. I didn't have enough plates, so I had to buy some plates. Here we go. So we're gonna need a... Do I want to try to do an invisible pressure point? I've never tried that before. I normally use the... Where is it? I usually use these. And these work perfectly fine. But I had a thought to use invisible pressure plates, but I'm not quite sure how well that would work. So I'm gonna get these for right now. Then I'm also gonna take these. Which ones were the ones that I thought these weren't they? Yeah, this one doesn't work, unfortunately. I know this side looks better, but the problem with this is while it works right now, as soon as anyone starts a castle game, this is not going to work anymore. So I would need to use these over here to get over the binding wall, because the binding wall goes all the way up to where this like binding wall stops. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I say binding wall, the reason you can't just walk off the side here is because there's an invisible wall right here that goes about as high as your character model. And it can be a little bit higher in some houses than it is in others, but you can usually trick the game blending into places that you might not necessarily think you were able to go by just going over the binding wall. Could this work if I just took this one? No, I don't think it. Yeah, because then that would be too tall. That's on the orcs. Okay, so we're gonna leave that actually. I really hate that I have to leave that. Like that. But I just can't think of a better way right now. Especially because I don't even know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna try it, but I don't know if it'll work. So I'm gonna get one for right now, because again, I don't know if this is gonna work. And then I'll get the teleport nearest player to the object if I don't already have a bunch of those. Okay, so I have to buy some teleport the nearest player. And I already know I'm gonna need a bunch of these for my other house. I'm just gonna get a couple now just so I have them. So originally I had made the house a bit too ambitious. It's currently a 2-bedroom house with an office, a huge bathroom, a dedicated laundry room, a auxiliary room, thank you Shane, an auxiliary room, a 3-car garage, a kitchen, and a dining room, and a living room, and a sunroom, and a animal pen, and I would like to do that. I have the resources to do that. The problem is furnishing it, because it would eat into the item limit just a tiny bit. So I think what I'm gonna try to do instead is make it much smaller, much smaller. We're gonna do a 1-bedroom, dining room, living room, and a foyer, and a bathroom, and a laundry room. So I'm gonna need 1, 2 for the bedroom, 3, 4 for the bathroom, and then the living room, no auxiliary. I'm just gonna leave them open concept. I also am hesitant to put oh, I have these, so I don't really need to worry about it. I'm gonna try my best to have a lever or a button that can disable mounts when I go into the house. Now I know this is possible, but I actually normally like them that you can have mounts in the house and people just can like take them off out of a courtesy to you. So I'm gonna hold off on this for right now. So now we're gonna go back to the Polarian shipwreck, and something else I need to do also is that all my houses are linked via teleporters that you can use to get back to a teleporter hub where all the houses are connected. However, I have a few outliers that are not connected to this house that I really need to work on. So here we have the Carnival and the Nigel Cafe, and this is going to eventually, how much room do I have? Okay, I bought the bric-a-brac elixir, so I have quite a bit of room still. So this is going to be where the Acropolis goes, which is my abandoned hospital, St. Christine's Mental Asylum, and then here's the World Gate, there's my Winterman Tower, and when Candyland's up and running, I actually haven't really thought about where I'm going to put Candyland. Do these go anywhere yet? This one I know is Customer Scarcity. I think I'm like pretty sure this goes to Candyland. Let's see. Okay, no, that doesn't go to anywhere. So when Candyland's done, that's gonna go to Candyland. So I'll need one for, I'll need two actually. I need one for Polarian, and I'll need one for the open space. And then at some point I will also need one for the courthouse, which is gonna go to this one. I'm probably gonna be about an hour or two tonight, if I'm lucky. Oh, and my Choco House I'll link that too. The reason I didn't link any of those yet is because they're not really done. So, how many portals am I gonna need still? I'm gonna need one. Actually, does this go somewhere yet? Do I have portals that goes anywhere for that? Let's see. If I did, it would be on the first floor. I don't think I do, actually. That's my Rifter Village. It's my Sunken Palace, Botanical Garden, Death House, and Outlaw Retreat. So also one thing I'll notice is I don't name my houses, I tell you what they're about, because almost all of my houses are something that isn't just a normal house. So something I might consider, I'm probably going to do the entirety of this because one, this didn't take me too long, but also I need more portals here now. Like, it was fine when each section had one portal, like you see this one here, one there, one there, one there, one there, and that's it. Now, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 here. 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember. I counted the yellow one. 6. Yeah, there's 6 here. And then up here, there were originally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With plans for the 6th one coming, but now I need more than 6. So I'm actually going to need, it's not 23, it looks like it's going to be more than this, but it's not. So I'll need one for this, one for that, one for this, that's 3 so far, 4, 5, 6 at some point, that's going to be a long ways off, 7, 8. So I'm going to need 8 more, so right there, that's 16. So we're at almost 20. We need the signs. That's why I count the portals and the signs, and then a decoration of sorts to go and explain what the build is. And I'm going to like skip out, I think. Currently I have a pretty good setup here, but I'm no longer to skip out on some of them because I'm getting up there and I want to buy another bric-a-brac elixir. Because it's actually a little bit inconvenient having to like switch houses when I can just go to the hub house since they're not linked. But I plan to link my Polarian shipwreck literally right now. I think where I'm gonna put it, I have two ideas. I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put the teleporter here, like right here, and then you just come out here. So we're gonna go to the Polarian first, take the teleporter. Actually, I'm gonna do the castle magic first, because I don't know what style I'm doing, if I'm gonna do the invisible button or the hidden pressure plate. And just for right now, I'm gonna pick up this cupcake. So this, I'm gonna move for right now, if I can grab it. Oh, you really can't. Because, like, the tiny arch door is in the way. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change it up and go up, up, up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we can grab this, we're gonna put it over there, and we'll lower this down by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the pressure plate, this does not count as an item, but what would happen if we had maximum items is it wouldn't let you put it down. So to put down the extra items before our last item. And before we even bother, I just want to see. One plate is press cast spell on. Let's just put it on that for the sake of right now. I can get myself out if I need to. No, I also want this smaller, so we're gonna shrink it. Oh, you know what? Even if it wasn't invisible, this isn't that bad. It's just being tiny. You know what? I kind of like that exactly the way it is. But my plan was to, like, carefully, like, just like that, like, hide it in the floor. Just like the slightest little amount. Now let's see, moment of truth, if this works. It does, it totally works. It's not completely invisible, but it's invisible enough that I'm not concerned about it. So we're gonna grab that again. Oh, the door, let's do this again. Oh, no, that's the way we're gonna go. Just one dungeon to it. And we're going to. I'll need another one actually. So we're just gonna move this out here so it's not in the way when we come back. And we're gonna raise this back up. And we're gonna raise this back down. So I need to get another pressure plate. Was that 7? I can't recall. I think it was 7. So we're gonna get a pressure plate from. I think I might actually even have a spare pressure plate that I'm not using here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, do I have a spare? I'm almost certain I do, but let's see. Is it called magic pressure plate? Yeah, magic pressure plate. Oh, but I am using that actually. I'm using this? I don't think I'm using that, but I'll leave it there for right now. Yes, I actually do have to buy. Oh, my couch potatoes. I totally forgot I have these here. I do need to totally renovate this place because it's a bit obsolete with the castle magic now that you can just make things bigger. let me quickly tend these guys. If I can find the thing to hit it. There's a yarn bolt inside of there that lets me hit all of them in one shot. I know there's a new way of doing this, but I've already done this. So I might as well just continue to, I'm not going to redo this just because there's a better way now, because this does the same thing. I've already done the hard work of doing it, you know what I mean? Like, if I hadn't already done it, I might have considered doing it the new way. Especially because I hate the person who came up with this way. But this honestly is sufficient. And it's better because you can actually wiggle around to like hit the individual ones, like one of them needs and the others don't. Whereas the new way, you have to just hit them all at once. You can't just treat them one at a time. Also, I know that punching bug spray would work for these guys, but I just think the dragonflies are prettier, and it's not gonna need the energy anytime soon. Okay, let's check my jewel situation. Do I have room for an energy jewel? I do not need to make room real quick. What is the most worthless jewel that I have at the moment? This one, because ice sucks. They're not going to be doing any damage. Actually, they're going to have their what's it called? Their dino spell. Winter Moon. They're going to have Winter Moon removed soon, so we don't have to worry about them doing damage. I'm just going to put this back. What do we get? Nameless Tapestry. I'm really hoping that I could get one to Wisteria, because I don't have one that does that yet. Health Jewel, I don't really care about that. I mean, I'll keep it for now, but I'll delete it later if I need to. Doesn't it astrology badges now? Okay, cool. I actually had no idea these were even a thing. I just didn't like astrology. So I still need that pressure plate, so I'm gonna go back to my creepy fairgrounds to get another button. Also, what do you guys think about my skate park being back here? Do you like this? I think it's sufficient. Like, it looks like it wouldn't be super out of place here. These are from the skate park bundle that you can buy in the card shop. I like them a lot, and there's my skateboard over there. I don't really use these things much because they're linked to a painful memory, which I was actually thinking I might talk about later, but it depends on if I feel like it. So I have like a little notepad here of things that I was going to talk about, and I don't really do scripts, and I don't really have things. What I do is I write down little bullet points, and then if I run out of conversational pieces to talk about, I can just pull from that. So I was talking about my Polarian, and it was also fun to start there too because it's so hot in my room, you know, because like the computer and the TV and the PlayStation and my wing chair, which I didn't realize made the room hotter because it traps body heat in the wing of the chair. I never knew that. But that's why a lot of older Victorian homes have wing chairs, and I just got it because I thought it looked cool. But yeah, it was unfortunate because I was trying to stream for 5 times now, and something kept constantly getting in my way. Like the first time it was the internet, the second time it was my aunt, then after that I fell asleep, and then there was work, and then there was like a staff meeting that I had to attend Like, there's just always something that's getting in the way. I can't remember if I needed another one of these. So I was gonna, like, assume I have enough and if not, I'll come back and buy one. Because as you can see, I'm a little bit low on gold right now. Yeah, it's so hot in here, and it was so ironic too because it was so hot I couldn't sleep, but then I fell asleep anyway. And then Max is like the total opposite. He prefers it to be so hot, but he can't even stand it to sleep. He said he can't sleep when it gets cold, but you know what? He's from Florida, so I guess it's not that abnormal. Because it's very, it's almost tropical in Florida. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, so watch out for that. We are gonna take this, if I'm able to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're done with this now. If I can just grab it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I add the pressure plate. Actually, I could try something different. Probably just like shimmy through here, couldn't I? Nope, not because the towel racks and there's a door on both sides. So I couldn't even just move the door if I wanted to. Like, let's see if I can show you like a little peek behind the curtain. Yeah, see there's 2 doors there. And I don't think they line up perfectly, but that's okay. This was honestly a godsend. So now we're gonna take the yellow teleporter. Actually, do I want to use the yellow one? I think I feel like I should use the white one, but I need the white one still for a moment. You put down the one where you want it to exit out of, and then you go to your other place and you put down the other one and you link them when you go back around. So this, we're gonna change so it no longer goes to that chair. It now goes here. And then this one now goes here. We're just gonna shrink it down. I think we went with 25%. Was it 25%? That feels like it's even. No, it's definitely 15. 15 and 15. Now they're both super tiny, and this one's gonna go in. Whoops. Oh, if only I could have got the other one out first. I totally forgot about the white teleporter. The reason I wanted the white teleporter to remain is so I can drag this in with me. I'm gonna go in, still holding this, and I'm just gonna pop it down right here. And you want to turn it so that it's facing, I don't remember which way is which. You want to, well, I guess there's only trial and error. Ooh, that is a problem. That is a, okay, I know what to do. So, that's obviously going to be in an infinite loop that you can't get out of. However, we're going to put some of those totally useless magic start detectors that we got back when those were like the only way to do it to work. So we're going to go to our ever after village. We're just going to grab some random start detectors. Honestly, doesn't even matter which ones. Because I do want to just get rid of everything. Oh, you know what? Am I even using this? not. I'll just take these for now since they are kind of the most worthless ones. Oops, I just wasted my tool. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I really gotta finish that house so that the Polarian and the open space are linked, but I don't want to link them until they're done. I still don't really know why they limited it so that you could. I think because they thought the castle match you were gonna pay for. And something else I might consider doing is I might put a way to teleport like way over to the diner, like right at the gates. Because realistically, that's the only reason you'd be coming to this house. Like, yeah, there's the Christmas carnival and fishing over there, and the ice skating up there. And it's like a cool ice lounge down there, and the skating rink inside. But everything you want to do is over here, and it just takes forever to walk over here even with the ice slide. I'm gonna put my cupcake back. I honestly cannot tell if that is floating or not. Okay, it's floating ever so slightly. Plate of lore. Perfect. Now, so we're gonna use one of these things out here, and the reason these are nice is because you can see them now. However, when you are playing, you can't see them. So, like, now you see it, now you don't. And you can see it again, it's really handy. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this over here. We're gonna, like, sort of tuck that away. On the black part. I'm gonna leave it away from the door for just a bit because I need to reach it still. And then I'll put it down, you'll even see it when it's done. And then this one will just go here. So now that one's the one that goes in. Really wish I kept the one that went out and not the one that went in, but I have an idea. Put that here, and I don't really need to see where this goes. I have a general idea. Well, on the other side of the wall is where I want it to go. So I'm just gonna put it over there. I know it's on the other side now. And let's test this out. Okay, I'm a little too close to the door still. That is fine though, we can just put it like right there. And then this one, we're gonna, oops, I wonder if I could do, oh, I can, that's very handy. I also wish I could jump over that crack there because there really is no reason why you couldn't, but to walk all the way around it. Oops. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, at least that works now. So going in works perfectly fine. I really messed up taking the in one and not the out one. out one, not the in one, I guess. So now this, watch out for that teleport, it's gonna go right there. So, if I've done this correctly, and this, ooh, that's a little too close. Okay, now, if I've done it correctly, okay, that works. I just put the out one too close. This needs to go over this way a pint, just a tiny bit, and it needs to come back a bit. And then this goes out just a bit. Now let's give that another try. Looks like it's stuck on the door. Okay, that works so far so good. Oh wow, you really can't even see it. That's totally invisible. Okay, this need. Oh, is it not? Is it going to the top? It must be. It must be going to this and not. I can't see it to fix it. Okay, there it is. This door, we're just gonna move it up. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grab this. Actually, let's make this go down down just so I can reach the damn thing. Maybe make it go down another one. Ah, there's two here. I see the problem. Well, shucks. Many mistakes have been made at this point. I don't know why this is not going down. Okay, that's... What just happened? Why is that not exactly what I wanted? Okay, I really can't reach that now, so that sucks. It's legit teleporting you straight into the other teleporter, so it's not even trying to reach that one. So, going in works perfectly. Going out, that's the problem. I need to reach that piece right there. They added this new thing where if you lose an item, you can now just choose which one. And that's amazing. So we're gonna put this down again. We're gonna... Hello, that's a nice little trick I've learned. If I can hit it. Okay, now we'll do it the hard way. Hi, Black Death. You spelled that a little bit weird. How are you doing tonight? Now this goes in the blue triangle. And I think that is done correctly. This one goes in. This one goes out. This one goes in, we're facing the right direction. This one goes out, and we're still facing the right direction. Awesome. So now, all that's left is to hide this under... just barely under the floor part enough, so that when we press it down, we can't see it. Let's give it a try. Perfect. This goes down by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. I might even move it in just a slight amount. No, that's as far as I can go. Now this needs to become smaller. And it's gonna go over here. Just in front of the door. And then down slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all we needed. Oops. Let us not do that. Let's go all the way out so we can reset it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I think this is correct. We appear to be having the same problem again. We're getting hit by... I think it's just a matter of this being too close to the other ones. Let's move this way. And now let's try it again. That goes in, works totally fine, exactly how it needs to. Goes out, works. I would like it to be a little more centered, but we really can't unless we go forward a bit because it's gonna hit the teleporter. Awesome. Perfect. Now that's, oops. Well, it's okay because we don't need that anymore. We're done with this, and that freed up 2 item slots, and one of them is for over here, where we're gonna put our teleporter to the other house to go to the hub house, and the one goes back. So we're gonna do the yellow one to go to where we're gonna go, and the white one goes back. I really think the white one would work better, but I don't have 2 white ones. You know what, we'll make it look good when we leave, not when we come. So we're just, what do you think? Do you think the white one would look better, or the gold one? Because I don't have 2 white ones. I would use 2 white ones if I had 2 white ones. I don't have 2 white ones. Oh, that is really clever. So I think the plan now is we're just going to use the white one and we'll switch it when we have time. So if you didn't know, there is actually a trick to place these teleporters where they can't go. Similarly to everything else, is always a trick. That is not the one we needed. If you use a floor piece or oftentimes a table, let you do it. This one's not though, it's being difficult. I need the actual floor piece. You can use a floor piece to get where you need to go, but I think I might actually have one inside in the banks. Let's see if I do. No, I have to go and get it from my airship. see, where's a good floor piece that I can grab? Probably gonna need the one that's specifically in here. One of these purple ones will do it, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Really? The purple one won't even do it? How bizarre is that? You used to be able to, like, put these here, but now you can't. Maybe it's because of this? Let's see. Could it be this, perhaps? I swear I'm not crazy. You used to be able to put these on castle blocks, and I can even show you on my balance that I've done that. So I'm not just making this up. Like, see, if you look at the moon very closely from over by this rocket ship, you can see that I built something on the moon. And if we actually go to the moon, which we can do using this teleporter that I use by putting the link point on this wooden platform, should it specifically be the wooden platform? I wonder. It might specifically have to be the wooden platform. Yeah, here's a place you don't see too often. It's called the way I tried to salvage this house because I really didn't like the Celestial Observatory. I think I made it pretty cozy. And then I also just realized I can hide. Why does this? Oh, you have to be standing on it and press the button at the same time. That's not the most efficient way I could have done that. I know now, obviously, that I just did what I did at the other house, but I was still learning here, so. Gotta try some new things, otherwise, you might not find some things that work really good. So I guess you just have to use you either have to use the wooden platform, or you can no longer do it, which would really suck.
These metallic treasures are revealed!
Just want to peep in here and see if there's anything that's cool that we can get for the house. Most of these items I have memorized, so I can just get by reading. Some of them I, however, do need to actually see what they are. got a bunch of this, so I'm not gonna buy more. Oh, but these, I will buy all of them that I can buy. These always look good, they never don't look good, and they're very elegant as well. And they go with a lot of stuff too, like, usually it'll be like a cool piece of furniture, doesn't go with anything. That goes with everything. Those mosaic chairs, so amazing. Me and Matt were doing Omen earlier, which is why I had so much of that stuff. Something interesting happened though. When we had done Omen like 10 times, and all 10 times he got nothing. He didn't get any mounts, he got basically junk. So, he was saying like it's like, nothing drops here, it's not real. You're telling me lies. And I was like, no, that's impossible. You always get something. And so I was very happy about that pair just now. So he decided to just run it with a random group, and in 2 runs he gets 3 mounts, which means in 1 run he got 2 mounts. Now I'm calling BS on that. I have never experienced where that has happened before, where your drops are so terrible, you are not getting it in 10 runs, and then all of a sudden you go from getting none of them to getting 2 of them at once. I feel like that had to be some kind of glitch. And that's actually kind of pretty. I might be able to use that. Oh, never mind, it's already gone. I don't think it was particularly rare, I just didn't like looking where it comes from. It's also a bit interesting. It's wild because this used to be so common and now it's actually rare, so I'm gonna get that. And then I wanted to look for these Tiki Torch ones because there's a couple new ones and they're yes, get it. What do I have that I can get rid of? Get it. Come on. That is what I was waiting for. That is exactly what I was looking for. Which one did I get? Did I get the balance one? I think it's the balance one. Yeah, they added these really cool new gavels, and I think they look really amazing. You can do like and I have the courthouse. So how perfect is that? I have a giant gavel. The way you hold it is a little bit weird, and the handle is like unnecessary. It's almost like a mallet more than a gavel. But I think it's pretty funny. There's this movie called what's it called? Judge Hammer, something like that. Here, I can look it up really quick. It has Reba McEntire in it, and I think it'd be kind of fun to do like a stitch based on that movie. I think it's called Judge Hammer. Let me look it up. It's called that because Reba McEntire's character, she smacks the guy with the gavel. She finds him guilty of a crime, and then he gets so angry that he tries to lunge at her, and she smacks him with the gavel. It was the opposite of that one judge who was attacked by a man, and like she had her head bashed open. I think that was a little strange, though, that no one was there to intervene, and it seems so comically unreal. Let's see. Reba McEntire, Judge Hammer. The Hammer. So it's literally just called The Hammer. It's a pretty good movie. I'm looking at the reviews now, and it is a 81% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a really good movie. You should check it out if you have a chance. But that is what I really, really wanted to get a gavel. I would prefer to get the myth gavel. But hopefully I can get the myth one just by playing the game naturally and not sniping the bazaar. And I did also want to check for these new ones called tiki torches. I think they're called like Long Journey Tea Torch or something. Bygone Tea Torch. The stats on these tiki torches are actually kind of wild. So I've been keeping a lookout for those. There's one, but it's an ice one, and I don't know any ice wizards who would appreciate that, and I already have one, so I'm just gonna let somebody else find that. And I think I already have this one as well, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Especially because I'm like way over level for it now. But yeah, if you see these already the tikis, the bygone tikis, get them because they are really, look at these stats. Like you get block, universal block, high, actually you get high universal block with this even. Not even just like normal block, but like your block is gonna be amazing with this. You get class specific pierce, high class specific critical, high damage. Like that's more than the spear thing you get from Aqua. What's that called? I know something has. Let's see. And then you also get a hit, a shield, and a trap. It's like an astral trap and shield too. So this one is the Sky Iron Host. I would have thought of that eventually, but like for one less damage, you're getting critical. Like it's insane. I never knew these things existed. I think they're new. They have to be new that I never knew they existed all this time because I would be using that. There's no way that people wouldn't be talking about these if they weren't more like commonplace. Or rather, if they weren't introduced sooner. And even if you can't, I'm hesitant to say this because it can backfire really fast, but like, even if you can't necessarily use them, you can sort of get them for a friend. This like constantly sit here and keep refreshing because for the gear, it can take up to a half hour for it to show up in the bazaar. Housing items is instant. Reagents, I think, is a little bit of a delay, but not a lot. And that's a cool looking hat. Are there more? I wonder if Shane would like that. Oh no, that is a hat. I'm gonna get that hat for Shane. Wait, you can buy Merciless gear now? Excuse me, what? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little shopping detour. Never knew you could get, where was my most recent gear vault? I think it was at the open space, which you haven't seen yet, and it's kind of been a shock because I didn't finish the roof and it's a bit of a disaster. the Mirror Lake one in there, even though I know I didn't get that from Mirror Lake. I got it from that Captain Hawkins fight. I cannot get over you can just buy Merciless gear now. Think of all the amount of time that would have saved. Is this actually any good? I can't tell. Oh, it's gone now. They need to fix that little issue with the inspect on the gear vault specifically, but it's such a niche issue that it's not a huge priority. I never got my Merciless hat, and I know it's hideous, but I want to get it just so I have it. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Just so I have. Actually, I'm gonna check because that's really expensive. Oh, I can't even afford it. Okay, yeah. Can you get the full set? I wonder. Ooh, that's pretty. You probably can get the full set, but it's just not here at the moment. I've literally never seen this before, so I'm gonna buy it for Shane just to see if he wants it. Okay, there are 40 of that one, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. That's a cute outfit, though. It's even got gloves, and I love gloves. Can I wear this yet? No, I can't wear it for another 4 levels. That sucks. So I was looking for... I forgot what I was looking for, actually. Whew. That's pretty, I'll take it, though. But I wanted that. I wanted to... I have only one of those, and I wanted to give one to Shane, so now I have one for myself and one to give to him. That's always a cute addition. I have enough wicker chairs that I feel uncomfortable. There was a long time ago where everyone was like fighting over those things, but now I think that the supply has finally caught up to the demand. That could be fun for Easter, but I already have one. I don't feel like the need to. Okay, that I do want. That I want. So I'm gonna go back to my open space, and hopefully the pirate chest set and the Quetzal will still be there when I get back. Those may or may not be rare, but I just got them because I thought I've never seen them before. Shane's probably also never seen them before. So it might be like a nice little thing to just get for him just because. Oh, hi Shane. I didn't notice you came back. You left for a bit and then you came back. Yeah, if you wanted to come in, I could just give you those now. I just didn't know you were here, so I wanted to snatch those up so you could have them for later. Because I did think they looked pretty cute. What's the like? That's what I really wanted more than the pirate chest set, because I have tons of these, but I also have the pirate chest. Oh, my money. Okay, let's sell some stuff real quick. God, you know I'm rusting on selling it the manual way. Do I really not have more to sell? I must need to keep up with my couch potatoes more. Okay, so now we've gotten rid of those saltines. We actually have room to get the chest set. I always thought it was a little bit weird this is in decor and not furniture because it is a table. I kind of want this vase too. I'm gonna get the vase. Oh, and that's gonna be really handy too, the stone marker. I learned a trick while working on Shane's house, and I definitely want that for Shane too, so I have to get that really quick. There we go. I remember how to sell stuff really fast. Okay, that should be enough for now. So I wanted to buy. What do you use these pieces? Oh, I kind of guess that you would. Actually, no. I thought you would use it for like. Oh, I guess you could. Yeah, I could see that. But like. Actually, I want to get this just to see how you would use that. Because that never made any sense to me. I definitely want these staircases. What was I looking for again? Was it in here? I totally forgot what I came in here for. Was it in here? It was. I wanted a stone marker. Because I learned. Oh, no, I wanted the tent too. I learned a really cool trick you could do with all that stuff I will show you in a bit. I love so much you can sell these now because you would end up getting so many totally worthless ones from packs and stuff, and now you can actually just get rid of those. $150 or two. Okay. Well, I can hold them. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to like make sure I had them for you. Do you want a gingerbread house? I can get this for you if you wanted it. Oh, you know what? These might look kind of cool as like end pieces. I keep forgetting what I'm coming in here to get. Okay, I'll get the gingerbread house for you. And then the next time you're on, I'll just let you have that. The doghouse. I wanted the doghouse and oh, we're out of window. So back to my airship we go. The reason I hoarded all of these baskets is because these look really good in so many different uses, and they do drop from Illuminati. They're not even rare, but they're just a pain in the ass to farm for when you could just have them on hand. I know my airship is a disaster and it's just a storage bin. I will fix it after I fix the other one. I have 3 builds that I'm working on my team at the moment. God, you know you're chronically online and you use text speech and like actual conversation. Okay, that's good enough right now. When I get back and look up something I get swiped up. Actually, I might even have more room if I come here first just to drop these buttons off. Wait, I wanted them for here. I didn't even want them for there. Valerian. So let's see, I wanted to buy... Keep forgetting what I wanted to buy, and that's... interesting, let's see. Doghouse, I wanted the doghouse, and I want the gingerbread house for Shane. This isn't really important to keep anywhere. Yeah, the gingerbread house was 9,000. Yeah, it must be pretty late for you, huh? See, for me, I'm just up at this time, so it's not unusual for me, but I know you're probably exhausted. God, that is scary how many cards are no PvP anymore. Are no PvP now, not no PvP anymore. No PvP anymore would mean that they were PvP, no PvP, but now they aren't, and that is the opposite of what I meant to say. It's actually kind of good that I'm going through and selling all the TC I don't want anymore because I don't have a lot of room to take new TC with all these here. The reason I am checking is because I have to actually check the card pack it comes from, because some of them are more rare. How much was that rebirth? Not worth. Oh, that is worth selling. Oh, I probably should have done that though, because now I want to have money to give to my friends when they need money. And I do have all these snacks that I can still sell. So just go ahead and sell that. I don't really need those. Oh, hello, festive plate. I love this pot. It's a little rare. Oh, parrot. Oh no, I think I was a little slow. I don't worry, Shane. I have more. I just wanted to, like, get you when it wasn't cutting into my supply. But I know I have those errors, so don't even worry about it. And I do want 2 of these, but I'll just buy 1 for right now. these are going to be our washer and dryer, and I'll show you how to do that when we get started. Should I still collect these Celestine tree sprigs for the students? Because none of them really do crafting. I suppose I should just from that. Honestly, I am more happy with the plate than I was in the Gingerbread House, so I'm fine with that. You know, we'll come back for this. There doesn't seem to be like a demand right now, so I'm just gonna... What did I want to buy? God, my memory is so... Oh, the tree. My memory is terrible. I cannot remember anything. So I'm just gonna check one last time in the wands to see if there's a Miss Gavel or a T-Torch that I'd be interested in having. And there's not, so we're gonna go back to the Polarian to fix the teleporter, and then I guess the airship to like dump a bunch of stuff off. Just glancing over at my little topic list over there on the side. Let's see, so this, let's make sure to walk to the door. You can then get it here, perfect. And then to go out. Perfect, that's awesome. I really hate this door so much, but it's the only thing I can think of that even remotely came close to working. I don't like the magic doors very much, I like when they swing open. So now, we're gonna use our teleporter to come here. We're gonna use the yellow one to come here. Kinda hate that I can't put it at the dock. That is very bizarre. Do I have money for... I have money, but I don't know where to put it. For one of those little floorboards. I could have swore I bought a bunch of those, didn't I? I'm not gonna buy those because I am like 99.9% certain that I have those. So for right now, I'm just gonna put the portal to go here. And the portal to go back will go there. So we're gonna go to the hub now. And I think I decided I was gonna put the Polarian over here. And this will be our way back. There we go. Would have been nicer if it was a little bit closer to the whale. I will work on that off stream because it's going to be very tedious and time consuming. But I can put the waypoint back where I wanted it to go actually, so this is gonna go over there. Right at the end of the dock. I might make it a little smaller. That could potentially become very, very annoying to people trying to fish. If it does, I apologize. Maybe if I put it like off to the side. No, that looks weird. I'll do it right there. And then the whale takes us back. And we even secured one free spot for something that we might want to put there. Thinking of food item for the diner, but honestly, anything could go. Okay, so actually, that is done for now. So it's time to go to the difficult one that I was putting off. We're going to work on the open space, but first I do want to drop a bunch of stuff off in the Empyrean, just stuff I'm not going to use. That's one thing that's really bad about me, is I'm terrible at putting things off. Like, I still have my Christmas stuff up, that's how bad it is, and it's really, like, on the one, like, we don't go in the living room often, and I think that's a huge factor in why I'm not motivated to take it down. Like, even for Easter, we're going over to my cousin's house, so I don't have to worry about the way my house looks and my Christmas decorations being up. Plus, the Christmas decorations being up makes me happy until it's like April and it's time for them to come down, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to take them down. It's such a hassle. But yeah, the TV in my living room broke a while ago. You can't even put a PlayStation into it because, like, it doesn't have any channels, it doesn't have video games you can play on it. And, like, yeah, there's the piano, but I would much rather prefer the guitar. And that you can take anywhere. But that's something that I was really happy to talk with Dream with about the other day, because she was telling me how she was super depressed and how she felt so lazy and how her and her parents weren't getting along because of how they don't understand that she is actually disabled. They just think she's being lazy, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're depressed too. You feel like you're not putting enough effort forward. I feel so less alone. Because I felt like that too, and I had no idea other people felt like that. I felt like, how is everybody able to do everything? Like, I know my one friend, she is posting consistently on YouTube, she has a social life, she's got time to edit. It's like, how do you have time? She also works a full-time job, and it's like, where did that doghouse just... I'll worry about that later. I have no idea where the doghouse just went. But, hearing that other people are struggling makes it comforting in a way, because you're not alone. And a lot of times I feel a bit isolated with my woes because, like, my problems are very first world problems, like YouTube and, country club stuff. Like, compared to other people's problems, my problems might not seem as big. And not having enough time to take my Christmas decorations down, boo-hoo, cry me a river. Like, there are more important things to worry about, but at the same time, just because there are more important things to worry about doesn't mean that my problems are irrelevant. Oh yeah, absolutely. I know I have another gingerbread house emergency. I'm not even in my attic right now. Well, there's a board. I could have done it there. Where's that gingerbread house hiding? I know I have one. I have several. Well, there's that board that would have came in handy, but I don't want to pull it out. Just have to put it back. Because it's unfortunate because you can't pick up items to your attic once your attic goes over 300. So the best way is to go to $2.99, max a house out to $2.50, and then pick everything up, and then you have 500 items in your attic. Of course, you can't put anything in the attic, and everything you take out can never go back. But it's a nice little way to sort of sidestep the limitation of the inventory. And that's actually something that I've been struggling with a bit too, is like learning that I don't have. I know, obviously I don't have to say yes to everything, but I feel really guilty when I don't get to spend time with people, so I'll say yes to do things even if I don't really have the time. Like, I'm supposed to be working on an invite for the Blossom Festival right now, but this is like the only time I had to stream because I can't stream when my aunts and Max are around. So I guess the dog house is like there but invisible. So this is the only time I had to stream, and that's unfortunate. I don't have enough time. So I know a lot of people were like disappointed that I couldn't go to movie night tonight, but again, this is like my only time that I can, so I have to, or I won't get to, if that makes sense. And I do get a little bit better when people constantly, like, here's the thing, if I make a lot of time for people, so like, me skipping one thing isn't that big of a deal, because I went to last week's movie night, and I went to the Omen raid a couple days ago, and I went to Bingo a couple weeks ago, and I went to, me and Sia spent a lot of time together the other day, and we had a whole big fun little event after the April Fool's Day joke thing. So I am prioritizing my social life. I'm making time for my friends, but the thing is that I have friends, I feel, that don't return the favor. Like, they want you to jump through hoops to meet them, but they won't ever even try to finagle some things around so that they have time for you. And because of that, I feel extra obligated to make time for other people because I know how it feels when somebody can't be bothered to do it for you, and I don't want to be the one person, or I don't want one person like, oh, well, you don't have time for my, you don't have time to hang out with me, and I felt so bad because Riza had wanted to reconnect after a long time of just us having drifted apart. And it's like, oh, your timing, girl, your timing. She lives in California, so there's a bit of a time difference, and our schedules really, really don't sync up at all. So she either wants to do stuff when I'm busy, or I want to do stuff when she's busy, and she doesn't like texting. So it's like she specifically wants to do voice chats, and that's hard for me, again, because of my aunt and Max. So I'm gonna try to prioritize getting together with her at some point. But what I was getting at is it's extremely frustrating when people don't try to prioritize you, but at the same time, because of that, I often spread myself thinner than I would like because it is physically possible for me to do stuff, but also I need to prioritize like my self-care and things I want to do. Like, I've been wanting to work on this house for months now, and the only reason I was able to get away with doing it now is because I was able to justify, oh, it's for a live stream, so it's okay. Because that's content, and that's being productive. So I have a really hard time saying no to people, when it's something that I would want to do, even if it's, here's the thing, if I don't want to do something, I have no problem saying no to doing it. But if it's something that I would want to do and I just don't have time to do it, I will often try to like find a way to squeeze it in, and that's my problem. Because then I often am burnt out and don't have time for myself, and it's just an unfortunate scenario that I find myself in as an adult. And something else that's like really important to consider as well is that people in today's society can turn on you like that, and I can't snap because I have long nails, but actually, could I? Could I if I tried? No, I don't ever risk breaking a nail. People turn on you so quickly with the dumbest little thing. And one of my old friends, actually, I'll come back to this because I don't want to lose my train of thought. So my friend Chris, he probably doesn't view me as a friend, but I view him as a friend because we've known each other for upwards of 3 years now. I think it's been probably longer than that. And he is an introvert, and right off the bat, I have a huge problem with introverts because it's more difficult to get them to warm up to people, and I'm a very outgoing person, but God, I don't know how people do story times, or I don't know how people live stream doing like a gaming thing and then actually doing the gaming thing where they're talking something else, because my mind wants to like focus on either talking and I forget what I'm doing in the game, or focus on the game and I'm not talking, I'm losing my train of thought entirely. So introverts are difficult because they oftentimes have a lower social battery than you do, and because of that, they are distrusting of new people, and they just don't like to hang out, and I feel like that's really damning on a relationship, if especially if it's like a fledgling relationship. Sorry, it's like fixing my hair. I don't know what I did, but I like turned sharply, and then all of a sudden my hair was like all in my face. Oh, thank you, Shane. I know you're always here for me. But that's what I'm saying, though. The people that in your life that are always there for you, you definitely want to hold on to them. Because I found that it's become extremely difficult to make friends with people because of a variety of factors. But the biggest one is usually selfish people just don't want to be bothered. And people are also very paranoid about getting canceled again over the dumbest little thing. So my friend Chris, he has a Discord server, he has a guild, and I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the house before I pick everything up because I'm gonna start over from scratch. So my original idea for this, I think I have the picture, the floor plan saved somewhere. I could just show you real quick on OBS if I can find it. It's nothing crazy, just like a little scribble I drew on like a MS Paint, but it gives you an idea of how I envisioned this, and it was coming along quite easily. The problem was that, as you can see, I ran out of room. So I ran out of room, and I ran out of room when I wasn't even close to being done. And those bric-a-brac elixirs are too expensive, so let me show you my original idea, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to like try to downsize it. I'm going to show you an alternate idea that I have. So here is my original concept for this build. So obviously I had the porch where you walk in, the living room, a sunroom, a lanai behind it, that's where we are right now. And then to our, currently our right would be the master bedroom, which is my room. There'd be a bath shared by that in the guest room, walk-in closets for the guest room and the office to share, and then a outdoor bathroom that wasn't shared by the other rooms. It's like a little half bathroom for everyone, and then a big bath for the master and guest bedroom. Then a two or three car garage. I don't know if it's like a 2 or 3 car garage. I honestly could have a 4 car garage, but like if it was the Sims 2, that would be a 1 car garage. Because the way that the Sims 2 works, it's different because for it to be functional, you have to have more room on each side for people to walk around to get the cars. Then there will be the auxiliary room, the laundry room, the kitchen, and the dining room. And then an office behind it, and then the pet area and a rose garden. So that obviously is not going to happen because it just ate up way too many items. There's no way I could do this while still having the item count be low. There's the bedroom, there's the bathroom, there's the other bathroom. The 2 bathrooms are side by side. And then there's the guest bedroom, and then the office, and then over here was the kitchen, dining room, and the auxiliary room, and the laundry room. I guess it would have been a 2 car garage. It would have been a 2 car garage. So there's just not enough space for this to happen. So, you know what time that is. You know what that means. I mean, you know what that means, what time it is. Actually, I have an idea. I could do even more items in there. I'm gonna need this. I know I'm gonna use this again. Almost definitely gonna use that. And this. And 100% you. And you. And that for the rope swing, I'm gonna show you how to like really maximize your space in a minute. Actually, I guess I can take these because I have them in a backpack somewhere, so if these are in my attic, it's fine. Now I have 10 free spots. We can now put down these things that we don't necessarily need right away. I still have no idea how you would use this piece right here. Oh, for like an intersection. But then how would you close off the edge? No idea. We don't need this right now. Okie dokie, we're gonna pick everything up now. god, that is so satisfying. That is so satisfying to see it all this cleared away. And oh, we got 635 items in our attic now. I did not know it could go that high. Isn't that pretty? It's so futuric, or however you say it. It kind of reminds like the Windows XP background a little bit. If you're old enough to remember what Windows XP was, I think they had it on Vista as well. So my new plan is going to be much simpler, much smaller. Now I did think about making a grocery store, but there's not really any purpose for that because you can do that in any of the other builds. And I made this a long time ago. It's a very fleshed out plan that was for my friend Normie, I call him, and it's very similar to the one that I was working on. It has a modern floor plan and a modern take on it. It's like it's not going to be traditional at all. It's not going to use normal roof pieces. It's just going to use the wooden board pieces and floor pieces. And it would have taken about it would have maxed out the entirety of the house, both the castle blocks and the furniture items. But to me, this seems just a tiny bit too simple because I feel like the modern. I could do this in a skybox, and I really want to try to do a roof layer. So because of that, we're not gonna go and do this one, but instead. Where's my reference image? Instead, we're going to work on something more like this. And it is small, it's a very small one, but when you think about it, what do you need your house to have? I have the school for crafting. I'm not going to come here for crafting. Storage would be very minimal, just need the gear vault to go in there. And really, I just need like a little tiny place for entertaining. And this is more so just to show off the yard. Now, I had thought about this. I thought about would this fit in outside of my courthouse because that's just a vacant lot. But then I thought, why would I want that there when I could put it here and I could do something else there, something fun there. So for right now, I'm just gonna try to do this, and if I change my mind and want again, because you know I change my mind quite frequently, I might take the design I made for Normie because I really think this gable look could look super cool. But I think there's a cottage store bundle that's coming that would kind of make this obsolete. So we will see. We will honestly see. But yeah, my friend Chris, he had made a I honestly don't think this is that controversial of a take, honestly. He had made a controversial, well, I guess things with this. It was like the final straw that broke the camel's back. He had, why are my eyes closed? It's like I'm sleeping. I'm putting you guys to sleep with some sweet ASMR. Somebody had pointed out in the guild chat that, one of the worlds had really culturally insensitive undertones, and I totally agree with that, absolutely 100%. And Chris had decided, you know what, we're not going to talk about this here, it's bringing the mood down, and I agreed with, I actually, well, I agreed with the logic behind the choice. I feel like people want to go online for the escapism, they don't want to think about serious topics, and that it was a really heavy topic. There's no way like joke around about it, and he said, nope, we're not talking about this, and I'm pretty sure like almost everyone left the guild. Let's see. You don't see my balancer too often. But she is in a different guild, and she's in Chris's guild because we were friends for such a long time. I was in the CSC in the 2000. Yeah, like they're almost half down, and no one's ever online. And I really did think that the decision that was made was really. I wouldn't have made the decision. Okay, here's the thing. I would not have made the decision, but I wasn't the one who made the decision. It was Chris who made the decision, and it's not an offensive decision. What the problem? I really gotta put a safe or something here so I can like use this teleporter to get to a bank, but there's no bank here. I thought there has to be a bank here. You can make them there, I just haven't got around to it. So I feel like the decision wasn't necessarily the controversial part, but the problem is how Chris was acting leading up to this. See, I'm not gonna go into like super detail, but a lot of people feel like Chris has lost what made him cool in the beginning while trying to be super advertiser friendly, super KI friendly, because you know he is in the extra credit program. And this is why I didn't necessarily want to jump on board the extra credit program right away, because I didn't want people to think, oh, you're just saying this because you want to be in the extra credit program. And KI is like paying you pretty much, incentivize you with the free stuff to say nice things about the stuff they put out. And it's like, I am not going to be bribed to say stuff like that. If I dislike something, I'm gonna say I dislike it regardless. So, um, that was never an issue, but I wanted people to know that wasn't gonna be like, oh, you're in the extra credit program now. You're just being, what do they say? Like, you're being a white knight for KI. It's like, I really don't think KI needs to be white knighting for them. So, there was an incident, this is my specific incident with them, and I will say this, and, if it causes problems, then people are more than welcome to talk to me about it. I didn't talk to Chris about this specifically because I didn't think it would solve anything because he got in one of his moves. I want that. Hello. I want that too. He can be very stubborn sometimes, and I really didn't feel like talking. I also wanted these two, I think. I didn't feel that talking about it was going to achieve anything. It was just going to lead to a fight. But Chris, if you see this and you want to talk about it, hit me up. What is that? Why is it brown? I kind of like that. It's like it's dead. Is it actually brown or is it a glitch? I hope it stays brown because that's actually kind of cool that it's dead. So, I have been planning the annual Christmas festival with my staff team for upwards of, I want to say 2 months, possibly 3 months. And I had invited Chris, and he's like, oh, I can't go that day because that's when we're doing our guild party. And the real simple solution was ours was starting earlier than his already. So I was like, hey, we can compromise here. Like, what if, since we are both doing such similar Christmas parties, we're both raiding Krampus, so it would have been perfectly fine to combine the parties, especially since most of us knew each other anyway. I have a lot more friends than he does. I don't mean that like a negative way, like to like shame him or anything. I just happen to be extroverted and he's introverted. So naturally speaking, I have far more friends than he does because I just am a lot more outgoing. So he was like, oh, I don't think any of my, he was like, I don't think any of the people in our guild would even care about that or even know about souls or they would like to join that. And he was like very dismissive. And the numbers tell a different story because our guild is very, let me just show you actually. Yeah, see, like a lot of, we're at full capacity here. And the Discord is just as popular, it's just as booming. So for him to like say like that was like really a little bit. It wasn't massively hurtful to me, but it was like an ooh, that's a faux pas right there if I ever saw one. And I do think he was just like stressed out, so I didn't even let it go. But like, yeah, that was a bad look, and he had a habit of doing things like that over and over and over and over, not just me, but everyone. That's how come everyone was like so pissed off when he finally, the straw that broke the camel's back was the not talking about things wrong with the game and the guild when it was containing to like serious topics like that. And again, I think that was a totally normal, rational choice to make. I would not have made it because I believe strongly in freedom of the speech, but he had every right to make that decision, and I don't think it was the wrong decision. I just think it was different than what I would have made. So, I also suggested, hey, if you don't want to combine our parties, like, we're already starting an hour apart. What if we just start an hour earlier, and you start an hour later, and then I'll give our party 3 hours to go without cutting into your party, and then after my 3 hours of our party, we could go to your party, and it would be totally fine. Shane, I see you'll be... I'm trying to lose my train of thought because I didn't know you didn't start that yet. So he's like, no, I'm not compromising. It's like, ooh, that's a double faux pas. And there were a lot of issues of that, not directed at me. That was actually my only instance where that had happened. But people had noticed how in the guild chat he had made a comment saying something to the effect of, oh yeah, I'm collecting KI staff members as friends like Infinity Stone or Pokemon. And it definitely bothered him when people said all you care about is the staff members and collecting staff members, because he literally quoted what he said, but it's like, why are you quoting what you said when you're the one who said it, and the reason people are mad is because we can remember. But it was just a weird look. And the thing about that is, I truly believe that he will bounce back from this. I think that people are allowed to make mistakes and they're allowed to have fights. And I said it before, people can have fights and make up and things can go back to being normal. But I think it's just an extreme lack of maturity and not necessarily kindness, but like a lack of empathy to when people can have a fight and make up, like they don't care, it's either there or they're high. I think it's a bit narcissistic. So I do think this will blow over, and I have a similar story that I can tell. But I'm pretty sure Shane wants me to give him some of the items that I had put away for him. If you want to come back, I'll give those to you. My throat is actually getting a bit parched because I've been talking for almost 2 hours straight, and I have my work where I have to talk, I have my side hustle where I have to talk when I'm talking with clients, and then I have this where to talk, and I have the people want to talk to me when I'm not streaming. It's like, ugh, that's why I really need another dry erase board and not Sharpie, those will ruin the dry erase board, some of the expo markers, because when your throat's too sore to speak, it's nice to have that just to write what you want to say. Did he get off? Or are you still there? I had stuff for you. How much is the delay of? You know, I'll do it after, because I don't want to do it now, because people might see and snipe the stuff I got for him. Oh, well, I had some stuff for if you could come and get it. Like, I got that outfit for you. I showed it to you in the stream earlier. So for right now, we're just gonna put the gear vault down right here. Because I need to take these pieces back. And I can't do that if it's in my attic. See, I found this outfit for you. Isn't it cool? And it comes with matching boots and a matching robe. Well, if you don't have room now, it's not a big deal. Because I can save this for any time. Okay, I'm gonna save these for later. So what I was gonna say is, geez, you just like totally derailed me. Oh yeah, so like I feel like a lot of Chris's friends weren't really like. Sorry about that. I had to like check the audio for a moment. Someone told me that it was a little bit hard to hear me, so I tried to turn myself up a bit. Actually, no, I will sell these to you just to get rid of them. I'm gonna grab these. The hat. Where did it go? Did I take them already? I must have taken them already. Do you see them? I have no idea where they went. There it is. See, like, it has goggles on it. The only thing though is I feel like it's like an inferior version of this one, because this one lets you keep your hair. I don't know, what do you think? I might just put it on a mannequin if you don't like it. I do think it looks cool. I think it would look really cool on a mannequin. Okay, so I'm gonna take it then and I'll sell it to you. And while I'm doing that, I'll grab some of the other stuff that I had to sell for you. Like, I got a lantern for you, and I got some other stuff for you as well. How's the volume? Can you hear me better now? I just swear I have 2 of those mushrooms. Well, you can have it. I'm pretty sure I have enough. But I do want to bring these with me to the new house. These were a wedding present from a friend who's no longer with us. Oh, I did have 2. I know I had 2 of these. Where does the bank go? Oh, it teleported me to the wrong part of the house. That was the pink room. This is the other one. Oh, wait a second. I did have a light bulb. I was right here the whole time. I'll have to switch that around when I go back to my Arcanum. Because I don't mind if this one has the yellow teleporter. There's that mosaic chair. Grab that. And I'm gonna wait on giving you the pumpkins because usually there's a bunch in the bazaar right around now. Because it's Eerie April. Also, I'm gonna type to you in the actual game chat because the stream is delayed quite significantly. I had that delay on purpose so that if somebody wants to say something spicy or something happens or I end up almost doxing myself, then I can just go back and cut it, and then because it's like 30 seconds or so behind, you guys won't actually hear it. Yeah, but right now, only look at the game chat. I wonder if I could put in the guild messages. Oh, I can only do it a week in advance. Can you please, like, reply to me really quick so, like, I can just hit R key instead of having to actually click the type button? I'm actually shocked you stitched your stand, so which I think was a really cool sword to that shivering spear I got for you. Because if I knew you would have liked it that much, I would have gotten you something even cooler. I mean, I would have gotten you, yeah, I would have gotten you like something even cooler than that. Unlike with the normal furniture items, this one is going to be a little bit different because it'll appear at a random time. You don't control when it appears. So just keep refreshing the page and hopefully it pops up soon for you. If you sort by level, it will be the highest level piece when it appears. Just give it a minute though. I'm going to sell the shoes while we're at it. It's kind of a pain in the ass the way they did this, but it's better than nothing. Now, while those are for ice, never mind. So while we wait for that to appear, let's do the furniture items and just keep checking back there. So the first item I'm going to sell you, I'm going to take that actually. Oh, Shane, the hat, the hat. I'm assuming you got those because I can't imagine who else would be up at 2 in the morning to get them. Ooh, try them on, try them on. And there is a robe too, but I didn't get the robe because the robe is like pretty common. Like there's a full set you can buy. I'm curious to see if you can dye those even, because I don't think they can dye those, but I am interested to see if it's possible, because you never know. Oh, now that's a look. You look like a war pilot. I love that. And you even have your little gravulum pin on it. I think that's what that is. Oh no, it's like a gavel and a sword. That is a look right there. That is cute. I love that. Alright, now for the furniture items. Yeah, also keep a lookout for a fire gavel. There's none here right now, but one may appear at some point in time. So let's go back to typing. Okay, I think now is like not the best time to be doing this because your reaction time is abysmal. Okay, next one, still in furniture. It's called Grandfather Clock. Go get it. Okay, next one is the mosaic chair. So let's go get it. You know what I think I can. Oh, well, I have all this at the other. I was gonna update my tables at the nightclub, so I'm not gonna worry about the crab table because I'll have plenty from there. Also, I don't know who my other viewer is, but if you would like some free stuff too, just let me know. I didn't sell it yet. Really kicking myself for not putting the fountain in the attic now, because now I have two. And decor looks sold. Oh, hello. Mine. Also mine. Next up is the paper lantern. Sold. Next up is the decorative basket. Sold. Okay, next up is the gold and azure chest. Azure, I think it's azure. Sold. This one is probably gonna have competition fighting for it. Do you know what? The turtle's actually kind of cute. Do I have more of him? Oh, gotta make sure. Hopefully he got. Okay, I think he got that one. And then the next one, Actually, did I give you a pirate chessboard? I mean, I guess I could give you two. It wouldn't hurt. Because I did just find this one, so if I got two, it wouldn't matter. Okay, lastly is the parrot on a barrel. Sold. I hope you enjoy those items. Later, I will show you how to place them in a fancy way. But I have to get back to my build, which is gonna go... Actually, drop off the stuff I just bought. I can't go to the bar without buying stuff. It's a terrible habit. Turtle. Little turtle friend. And everything else I'm probably gonna use. All these I won't need. These used to be so unbelievably rare, and now there's like truckloads of them everywhere. How did I end up? Oh, I remember how I ended up doing these damn things. Oh, I forgot I had a mushroom for you. I'll go. Oh, hold on, I have one more thing. Totally forgot I had 2 mushrooms. Why do I? Oh, the bathroom. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sell it in plant life. It is called the poison toadstool. Damn, my dyslexia. Oh, you know, I had more stuff for you too that I totally leaf bear tree. Get that also. Pink coral. Both pink corals. God, I really gotta get my Christmas stuff done. I'm like ready for Easter over here, but I have these trees I have to take down. Still have 24 trees I have to take down. I might do a Sims 2 Easter build just cause like at the point I get my Christmas stuff done, it's a little late to celebrate Easter stuff. So I can like celebrate Easter in the Sims vicariously. Okay, I think Shane either went AFK or had like a technical snafu. So I'm gonna go and buy all this stuff back because he's taking like way. Oh, I think he got it. Hopefully. Hopefully he got it all. Well, I'm gonna get back to my build. Awesome, he got it all. Sweet. Okay, well that's all I have for you right now. Hopefully soon I'll have more for you. Okay, I'm ready. The blank canvas. Anything is possible. Now, I haven't really decided yet. Like I kind of decided, but I haven't really decided if I want to do a house or something else. Cause like, I have a lot of houses, obviously. Like this is just a house. That's just a house. This is just a house. That's just a house. This one is too, and these. And that one is too. So I thought maybe it might be kind of fun to do like a theme. Like, what haven't I done yet? I obviously have a restaurant, the 50s Diner. I have the Starblade Lounge nightclub. There's a nature sanctuary. I have a cruise ship. I could do like a classy restaurant, but the reason I think I'm gonna not do that is because when I get to this, when I finally get around to my Imperial airship, I'm gonna turn this into like a lounge, like a fancy, classy restaurant, like a train almost, like a train with like. I'm gonna turn this into a train, and it's gonna have like a dining car and a place to sit, a place to sleep, a little cat. So I'm not gonna worry too much about a restaurant at this point in time. And a store could be a cool concept, but I can do that in like a wisteria villa, or what was the other house I had that like I could make a little pet store even in the outside of this one. So I'm not particularly concerned about using it all my resources now. This would translate really nicely into like a pet store because it already has the pet table there. It's a little bit big, but big is better because you don't have to use all the rooms, but you can't make, well, I guess you can technically make rooms that aren't really there because that's entirely what we're doing here. I don't know, I saw that cottage sport thing and I really want the cottage sport bundle, but it's not out yet. And I don't know when it's coming, so I don't want to like waste time doing this to like totally abandon it, but like by the time I finish this, realistically I will probably have used 335 of these items. So I'll be under the limit to I can just pick everything up and try again. That's all for today, Shane. Let's see, let's take a look at that other floor plan. Because the one was small and 100% doable. I can knock that out in like a couple of minutes. Well, a couple of minutes is like way too ambitious, but I can knock that out in like an hour at most. But this one, it is a modern build, which I really don't like doing in wizard101 just because it's like the easy way out. And you know I love a challenge. Here it is. I'll put this back on the screen. So let's actually break down what's happening here, because a lot of you might not understand my vision here. And I don't think you can see my mouse, so unfortunately I'm just gonna like imagine where the mouse is. The porch is huge. That's problem 101. The porch is absolutely massive. And that was gonna take, well, I guess really you could fit this whole thing with 1, 2, 3, 4 floor pieces. That's predictable. 4 floor pieces that are supersized. And then the walls are where things get tricky. We have, let's see, how much wall space do we have room for? Yeah, so we got 250 to play around with. And we have an additional 100 for the castle magic. So the walls aren't even a factor I'm gonna concern myself with. It's just money. Now the couch. You know what? This might not actually be as big as I initially had anticipated. Because the couch I had envisioned for that was the Darkmoor parlor sofa, but that's actually kind of a small couch. Let me actually count how many items are here for a second. Yeah. So it's doable. The problem with this is that floor plan is going to eat up 110 or 120 items for like the bare minimum, and that's not even considering windows. It's 1, 2, 3. Actually, do 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, and doors too. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. Yeah, that's 100. That's, well, I guess it's, how much do we have? 100 and 250. So let's see, we got, let's get the calculator up here. 250 minus 120 minus, was it 58? That leaves us 72 items for the exterior. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, at least for the ammo pen. And then the rose garden, we're going to need at least 30. So that does not leave us 12 for the circus. And the mushroom village, that's 20. Even, yeah, that literally leaves us like 6 things to decorate. We won't be able to have like a flower garden, but we can have like, you know what? I'm gonna try the more I'm gonna try this one, but I'm gonna try to do it with a, actually let me think for a minute. If I were to get a house, which one would make the most sense to get? And which one would make the most sense to skybox in? I mean, honestly, probably the firehouse, but what would I even do with the inside? Oh, you know what? That. I could build my little house on the outside of this one, I think. And I could do that with the balance house too, because I hated so much the interior of this one. So I could. Oh, the only problem is it's supposed to be Victorian, and the whole point of the Victorian is beautiful on the outside. But you know what? It would be a nice beachy vibe on the outside. And Lord knows I don't have a lot of summer houses. So I think what I would do is I would literally just immediately have you teleport when you get in to a skybox location where I would build the other one, which is a lot less walls, which wouldn't be as demanding as this one would be to recreate there, even though because how many walls would this even be? If you want to possible, I think 2 by 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. But I wouldn't need a yard, so that would actually work really good. It would work perfectly, actually. Ah, decisions. I am very indecisive. I think we're gonna go with the Victorian, because the whole point of this is I want to look really fancy. You know what? Wait. Hold on just a second. Do castle blocks count? I'm assuming they would, of course they would, but... Oh, it's only 100? But how many my smaller one even require? Let's see on this one. Because we have this round building block that would make it... Where is it? Okay, no, I didn't use it. Surely it's not this one. Where would I even have the place to put it? Would it be in my houseboat? That's the only place I can think that I would have put it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I think this could actually 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This would be possible to do on the outside of my castle to our apartment. The only question would become why? Why is there a house just there? But I could just as easily turn that build blueprint into like a shop blueprint or a train station. It's all coming together. It's coming full circle. Just gotta find where the hell that piece went, the round piece. Where's the backpack butler hiding? I know he's here somewhere. There you are. I don't know that many different types of castle blocks, so I'm having to imagine that it's gonna be easy to find it. Like, it's only has 16 pages. I think it's called a tower piece. No? I have no idea what it's called, and I have no idea where it went. I have the recipe for it, if I could see. What the hell is it called? I wonder if I moved it to my airship. Because that's the only other place I can imagine that it would be at. I am so far beyond confused. I have no idea where it went. And I don't want to buy another one because I know I have one. Here, let's actually go and have a look and see what it's called. If it's even here. I know, I kind of want this recipe. I haven't the faintest idea what this thing's called. It's like an octagonal tower piece. And it's a whole room. That's the piece. It's called a round tower castle block, except where the heck is mine? Well, at least now I know what it's called to use the backpack butler more efficiently. And this one could be handy as well to make it taller. So I have no idea where this thing went. Like, I haven't the faintest idea where I could have put it. I know I have one, I just don't know where it is, and that's annoying. I'm trying to think where I would even have put one. Actually, you know what I want to do if I have the money to do it? How there was not a backpack butler at the school this entire time, I will never know. Okay, so a little bit more room outside than there is inside. a thought. Can I shrink you down and put you like on top? Oh, I totally can do that. That is a really cool concept that I just came up with. And now it looks like the fox is the one giving you the information. What the hell? There's no... Okay, let's try my death then. No, the suckers are around here somewhere. Oh. Okay, you know what? I may end up ending the stream and just going to the effort of making a brand new one, even though I know I already have one somewhere. Like, this is so bizarre, because I know I have one. Well, I think this is a teleport that goes in. Oh, I actually kind of wanted it to link my house's stairs. I'm gonna leave that there, but like, I know for a fact I have one. You know what? It's obvious at this point that the house build is not gonna happen. But I think what I want to talk about really quick is just finish up that story I was telling earlier. So, I had a lot of friends turn on me in 2023 because of a decision I made that was very similar to the decision that Chris had made. And it wasn't really a wrong decision, it was just that they didn't like it, and that was very mean-spirited of them. And because of that, I really sympathize and relate to Chris, which is why I try to hold on to those relationships all that more. And I don't want to hold on to those relationships. I know people, good people, go unnoticed. I had a friend a long time ago. We had fallen out, but we have sort of recently become acquaintances again. We're not like close, but like, oh, this isn't even where I wanted to look. I wanted to look screw it. And then I definitely need the backpack because it could be anywhere. Why do I never have a mount on? Well, she had recently made a video talking about why people don't speak out, and it's because they're often so scared of the backlash that they don't, and all their hard work and all their effort can just be snuffed out in a moment's notice. And they try to keep very politically neutral. See, now that's... I would have thought I would have kept those two pieces together. People, especially on social media, try to keep extremely political neutral. Stances on things, and when you take a side, no matter what side you pick, you're gonna run the risk of like having a huge outrage. And that's exactly what happened to me, and that's exactly what happened to Chris. And it's unfortunate because, like, you see a lot of people entirely change their personas online because, well, they might have gotten famous being, you know, opinionated and vulgar and controversial and all this. Now that they have the audience, they don't want to risk alienating them by making an unpopular hot take, which is not an issue that I am super concerned with. Like, I do carefully think about what I want to say, what I want to share, but it's more so from the perspective of I don't want to. It's more so from the perspective that I don't want to put off potential partners for soloists, and because I am in a powerful position that I'm representing them, I don't want to. I want to try to be a little bit professional, if that makes sense. It's not necessarily that I specifically am scared of being cancelled. What the hell are all these decks and where do they come from? And it's really unfortunate because I had friends, like maybe some of them you know, like Zayfa or J-List or even sorry, I had friends like Zayfa, TNT, Speedster, and J-List, and they started off being very opinionated and very controversial and leaning one way specifically, but then as they got more and more followers, they tended to lean more into neutrality, like being totally neutral and like not wanting to be friends with people because they didn't want to say anything that could potentially alienate anyone or offend. And on one hand, it's nice that people are trying to be more considerate, but on the other hand, it just seems like I definitely want that at all costs. Damn, did I already miss it? Geez, you gotta be kidding, that went so fast. Neutrality is basically like, you're not even a real person. I might as well be friends with AI if you're gonna be so totally indifferent and neutral. And that's like part of the sad stuff too, is that I don't know what character I'm on, but I definitely need to switch to some of my dark backspace. Is that people are not connecting with one another the way they used to because of how much social media is negatively impacting their day-to-day. Because for a lot of people it is their job. I am pretty sure that JOS was making money from it now, at least. No, my stupid. That piggy bank is gone. Sorry, there's stuff going on downstairs, and I really should go see what's going on. So, I don't know, if you guys want to actually watch me do the build and talk to me while I do it, let me know, but I might just listen to some audios of some of my friends, because I don't listen to their YouTube, because they aren't my friends at this point, because I just don't have the time, and, because it helps to, like, have time pass by listening to something interesting. I used to listen to a lot of game theory. And that's another thing too, like people are so afraid to say even who they like on YouTube because they're afraid that, oh, there's just a secret closet pedo, and then it's gonna come to light and everyone's gonna be mad that they liked this person that does this horrible thing, but like, people don't know this until they know it, and even after they know it, they're scared to speak out because they don't want to deal with people turning on them because they don't believe them over the other person. So it's just a whole can of worms. So yeah, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna see what I can do about that round castle piece and like really concrete my plan out, because usually when I do these builds and I buy a house, I already have a fully fleshed out plan of what I want to do that I thought I did this time, but at the last minute I changed my mind and now I'm confused. So it is how it is. I will see through the screen to that. Gotcha. And another one, I don't mind if I do. Perfect. Or I kind of want you, but I already have one. You know what? Shane does not have one. And these are the excuses we tell ourselves as hoarders. Use that as a tower.